Hey guys, it's Chazza here and welcome back to another video. Now today is a special video because today we're going to be doing a cooking tutorial. Now I asked my Instagram followers on Instagram, what should I, well, obviously with this coronavirus going around, what should I do on my channel? So I suggested maybe I could start doing some cooking tutorials. So here we are in the present day and I'm doing you a cooking tutorial. So across the series I'll be giving you recipes that you can download in the description, and obviously do a tutorial right in front of your eyes. So the first tutorial we're going to be doing in the series is a lovely spicy Spanish soup. So you can download this in the description below. This will be available for you. And yeah, so this is going to be like the new series called Self-Isolation Pick-Me-Ups. So yeah, we're going to get ahead and get started. So you're going to need 1 carrot, 1 onion, 1 pepper, 7 slices of chorizo, 60 grams of water rice, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 1 tablespoon of oil, 150 grams of passata, and 300 milliliters of water. So, I've already pre-cut half the carrot. So, what you do is you peel the carrot from this stuff, chop the ends off, or you can do that the other way, so you chop it off, then you peel it, then you cut it in half. Then, what you're going to do is you're going to cut it half into that. So you'll cut the main carrot into half, then you'll cut that half into half, and then you'll cut those halves into halves too. So you get 2 of these and 2 of these. So, what you then do is then you chop those little bits in half, and then you just finely dice it up like this. So you get little lines of carrots, which should be nice. So then we're going to add that to our little collection of carrots there. So yeah, as you can probably guess, the first step of this tutorial is to be prepping up the vegetables and meat. So we're just going to go ahead and cut it all up. So yeah, just like this. And lovely. So you should, by the end of it, once you've finished your lovely collection of carrots, you should have a nice batch ready for you to put into your saucepan, because you're going to need a large saucepan as well to do this. But when you cook it, you're going to need a large saucepan for this to work, because otherwise, if you go for a small one, it will start to it will reach near the top of the pan. So I would recommend highly you use a saucepan around this size. This should be fine. So I would use that if I were you. So let's just go ahead, cut our last bit of carrot up like this, nice and lovely, and then we're going to just cut that into half. And we'll cut this bit like that. Cut these 2 little bits. And then the carrots are fully finished. So, if I just bring the camera up, so this is what they should look like. Hopefully you can see them. So you should have like a lovely amount of carrots here. So we are now going to get started on, whenever I get the camera on the stand, we should now be able to get ready to move on to our next part of the practical, and that is that's the onion. So first off, obviously, you have to peel the onion to when it gets to the very light layer. So we're just going to do this. We are then going to peel the top of it off. So you see this part? We are then going to rip it open so it will start to show through. So just like this. You can see here by the colour already, we're already getting down to that layer very nearly. So I'm just going to rip this away. You will get a lot of onion skin forming up, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and peel away the final layer of the onion. It's like a bit of the earth. It's like the earth, really. You have multiple layers before you get to the inside, where then the action really happens. So what you want to do is, when you do cut the onion, always ensure you never, and I say this, never, ever cut the top of the onion off, which is this hairy part here, or something along the lines of that. You can have this part, but you cannot get rid of this. So, well, you can actually, yeah, you can get rid of this part. Do not get rid of this part, because otherwise it will start to release that stuff. So we are just going to cut it off. It will be a new with me if I did cut off the wrong end, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the inside of it open, just like this, so that you now get two halves of the onion. And then what you're going to do is then you're just going to cut it down into the little box of the onion. So you're going to cut it down just like this. You may get a little bit of the scent, but at least it's not loads you're getting into the scent. So you've got a good amount. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip that apart, put that there, and then we just need to just go ahead through it and then just rip it all apart. So just like this, just rip it all down to the ground. So then you should have a nice selection of onion. I would say use the whole onion, because then you got a lovely amount to add it to give it that little onion vibe. So we're just going to cut this onion up, and then I'm going to say, yeah, then we cut the other half up. Oh God, this is making me cry. Ooh, this is not great for my eyes. So we got a nice selection of onions here. Whoa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead in the video and basically just cut the other half of the onion before I literally have a bloody meltdown on the actual film. So what I'm going to do is cut ahead in the video and I'll cut the other half of the onion, guys, for you. So yeah, we got one half done, but then I just started going. So what I'll do is I'll cut ahead in the video, and I'll cut the second half of the onion. Okay guys, so you may not be able to see it just now, there's this, but I've now cut all the onion up. Oh jeez, I've cut all the onion up. That was a lot of, oh God, that was hard. So I've cut all the onion. So because I'm now running out of space on the actual thing, I'm gonna get the onion. Oh, get the onion. I'm gonna get the oil. Ooh. And I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, like it says on the thing, 1 tablespoon of oil in here. Ooh. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of oil in, and then we're going to put it in the pan. We're going to put it in the saucepan. We're going to wash it out, because obviously with this coronavirus, we do need to wash it out. So we're going to then clean up the oil that we made a mess of, because otherwise that's going to be bad for us. So next thing is we are going to put our first 2 things that we've chopped up, so our carrot and onion. We're going to put it in the saucepan. We're going to go with the onions first, because they're closer, and then we'll start to fade in the carrots. So this is just for 1, but obviously if you're making it for 2 or 3, I wouldn't double up on the vegetables. However, I would double up when it comes to the rice and passata, because from experience, from my past experience, it has like caused there to be not a lot of, and not enough to go around. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is clear off the plate and the chopping board, and then we're going to move on to our next part, which is doing the pepper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pepper open, We'll actually chop the top of the pepper off now. Let's chop the top of the pepper off. Then we're going to open it up to reveal the inside of the pepper, and then basically it's just a case of carving or just taking out the inside. Just make sure you take out these parts, because this is the part you do not want there to be any of in your soup, because, and also don't put any of the top stuff in, because just don't. So you should be left with seeds out of the pepper, because I had still a couple of seeds in there, and then 2 halves of the pepper. You want to then, with the center line you got here, so like here, you want to cut down that line, or as close to the line as possible. Then you cut down the middle of that part so that you get 2 little lines. So it'll be like this, so it'll be like this. Then you cut that in half to get something like this. Then you can, if you want to, cut it down again, which I'm going to do, and then you just go ahead and just chop it up, because that's how we are. So that is nearly all the vegetables prepared, and we're already 10 minutes through the tutorial. Let's go. So what I'm going to do is, like I did with the onion, because there's 2 halves to it, I'm going to cut ahead into the video. Well, I'm going to cut ahead, and I will show you what the final outcome should look like with the, well, the peppers. Okay guys, so I have now finished cutting the pepper. I have also got the 150 grams of tomato starter weighed out, ready for when we go on to our next step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now insert the pepper into the saucepan, so that now there is only one thing left to do, and that is to cut the chorizo. So we got a lovely selection of chorizo. So there are a lovely selection of chorizo. I'm going to cut 7 of them. So what I'm going to do is cut them on here. Just go like this. It's fine. And I'm going to cut 7 slices of chorizo. So this should be all fine, to be honest. So this is my favourite part of the cooking, is cutting up the chorizo, because chorizo is so nice. So we're going to cut it up. So we're going to cut up 7 parts, and then we'll slice it all down using the knife, of course, because why wouldn't we? So 3, now we've got 4 more to do, just like this, and then so we've done 4, now we just need, this is our 5th slice. So ideally, depending on whether this is for 1 or for 2, I would do it for 7 if it's 1, and then maybe double it up to 14 if it's like for 3 or something like that. So yeah. So now I want to slice number 6. So obviously throughout this self-isolation stuff, we will probably tend to make dishes for 1, and then for like the snacks, so for like anybody naturally. So this is our final slice. Now mind your seat one, because you know I've worked hard for this. So yeah. So here we go. Lovely stuff. So we've now cut all. So we've cut all 7. So we're just going to go with the knife. This is not strong enough. Oh my god. Dude, this stuff ain't strong enough. We may wreck it in the process, but who cares? So we're just going to go over it in a little bit and then just like slice it up if we can. So here we go. I think this should be good enough. So I'm going to just go and put these pepper bits in the bin. And then we're going to scrape the chorizo. I don't know how I don't care really how you say it. If you say it chorizo, you say chorizo. So yeah, we're just gonna scrape it all in, mix it all up. So now it's the final part. Well, we've done with the chopping board, so you can just put your chopping board in the washing and stuff like that. I'm just gonna eat a lovely slice of chorizo. And that looks fine. So the next part, we're gonna make them. What we're gonna do is first I'll take the knife out. You're gonna need a wooden spoon for this part. You're gonna need to put 1 tablespoon of oil in the bottom of the pan, which I've already done. Put your ingredients in: your carrots, onion, pepper, and chorizo. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on a low heat. And then you're just going to slowly start to stir it up. And whilst you're doing that, you can then fill this up with 300 millilitres of cold water. And then you can add your 150 grams of tomato passata. I know it does sound a bit weird, but that's how you do it. So we're just going to stir this up, lovely and nice. I'm just going to grab that piece of chorizo and put it back in. So yeah, you slowly, so this is like normally called sauteing. So we're going to saute the mix for about 60 seconds or so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the 150 grams of 300 ml combined water, tomato passata and water in. Then we're going to put our 60 grams of water, and then we're going to do our 2 teaspoons of thyme in. So you can obviously start to smell the ingredients mixing in there lovely and nicely. So what we're going to do is, I think 60 seconds are up now. So what we're going to do is we are then going to turn the heat down a little bit. Then we're going to add our mixture of water and passata in. You should start to hear that like fizzing sound. So we'll just keep stirring it. What you do, we're going to put our 60 grams of orzo rice in, which I have pre-prepared for you guys. So we're then going to just like sieve it in, put it in. And then for the next part, we are then going to need to add our 2 teaspoons of thyme. So in my equivalent, it's 2 of these. So we're just going to go 1 teaspoon. We're just going to add it in. Lovely, nice that. And then we're going to add our second one in. So that's all our ingredients now added into the mixture. So we're going to now just keep stirring it up. So you're going to leave it on like a simmer level. So you should start to smell that mixture of tomato and a little bit of thyme and some of the ingredients. So it smells lush. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to leave it on to simmer, making sure that if we start to see bubbles appearing, we just occasionally give it like a little stir, and then yeah, we're basically finished. So basically, if your liquid begins to start disappearing, you should make sure that you basically add a little bit more water into it, so it then becomes nice and thick and stuff like that. So basically, so you're probably asking at home, how are you gonna know if the soup is ready or not? I'm just gonna turn the heat up a little bit. But you're gonna probably be asking, how do you know if it's already been finished or if it's ready to eat? You will know when it's ready when you're gonna have to trial it with a little spoon, just like this one, for example. You're gonna have to take a little bit out of the saucepan, and you're gonna have to try it. You're gonna have to like get a little bit with orzo in it, and then you're going to just keep stirring it. And then when you take that piece out, just try it, and then you should see. And then when you taste it, the texture of the orzo will depend on whether it's ready or not. So if you say take it out 2 minutes after you've just finished cooking it, unless you've got it on a very, very, very high heat, there is no chance your orzo is going to be ready in time. So I would say give it around about 5 minutes to do, and then it should be ready. The orzo should be edible, so it should be soft, hopefully, and then yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead in the video, and then we're going to hopefully be serving it up. Okay, so I've left it going for a couple of minutes now, so it starts to look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little bit of it and see if it's working. So here we go. So I'm going to just try and get a little bit of orzo in, hopefully. You can see here that I can't find any orzo. I have this a little bit. So you've got to blow very hard on it, because obviously it's going to be piping hot. Nope, that's a bit of onion. Can't seem to find any. Right, let's just keep going for a minute. So I'm going to cut ahead, like I did. Well, can I put you up here? Yeah, I'm going to cut ahead, and I will hopefully try and find an orzo piece. Hopefully. Okay, guys. So I just found a little bit with orzo in. You won't be able to see it, but yeah, there is orzo in there alongside a little onion. So I'm just going to blow on it. Definitely in ready. How do I know that? Because the orzo, guys, is way too hard for it to be ready. So I'm going to leave it for a little bit longer, and then hopefully when I see you next, it should be all finished up. Okay, guys, so I just tried another bit of my lovely soup, and yeah, I just tried it, and all the rice is starting to go soft, so that means we are right on for completing it. So yeah, hopefully it should be done very soon. Okay, guys, so I have now just tried another bit, and it's all ready to go. So we're just going to lift it off the heat, and then we are just going to, and then we're just going to put it in there. Sorry if it's a little bit watery for you guys, because it has come out a little bit watery for me, and also very mucky. Right, so let's just clean up the area, and then we're going to try it. So let's just clean up here. Obviously, I must have used the wrong type of oil, because that ain't meant to happen when I did it last time. I'll have a look at the proper oil. So I will modify it, because obviously it ain't meant to go like watery. So, hey, but yeah, so we're just going to try a little bit. So, very hot, but it is nice. It's just a little bit hot, so. But yeah, I would give this a lovely 10 out of 10. So obviously no, oh, that was lucky. So the very broken recipe is going to be in the description below. Make sure you leave a like, that'll be greatly appreciated. You can either comment or message me through Instagram what you think I should make next for my self-isolation pick-me-up series. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.